The day I graduated college in 2005, I decided to start a rental company. It took a few years until it became successful enough to be my full-time job, but now it's all I do. My hope is to help you by sharing my knowledge. So I'm home this afternoon. My kids got the flu and my wife needed to go to work, so I worked in the morning and now she's at work. I'm at home, replacing all the plywood on my truck with, E-tracks and planks, just like they would have in a rental truck. And then later, once I get it all done, I'll show you how we attach things to the walls and keep things secure from falling over. But today's topic is something that applies to nearly every business, not just tents, but I will get into how it applies to tents specifically towards the end. Basically, I get a lot of people that tell me, I got this business idea, or I want to do this or that or that. And I'm like, all right, great, so go ahead and do it. And they're like, I'm scared, or I don't know how, or this or that, and then they never do it. And then one of the biggest things they say is, everyone's accepting credit cards or paying with credit cards these days, and I don't know how to do that. That just seems crazy to me. I'm scared, I don't know. And so they just never do. And let me tell you what, it is super easy to accept credit cards. Credit card people want you to accept credit cards. So you just got to type in Google, credit card merchant services, and then your city. And then a few will come up, and then you just take meetings with them. They'll come and meet with you and find out what you need in a credit card service. If you have a store, do you need a terminal where people slide their card? Like if I open a Magic store one day, Magic the Gathering, the game shop, I'm going to need a credit card terminal for people to pay. Are you like a plumber or an electrician or whatever and getting paid on site? Do you need one of those swipe things on your phone, or do you write it down and bring it back? And then that's kind of the same thing for tent people. Most of the time you're starting and you don't have a showroom or you don't have a warehouse, you're working out of your garage, so you get what's called a virtual terminal, where people give you the credit card over the phone or in person, or when you're on the job site, it's written down, the numbers, the code, the security code, and the expiration date. And when you get back, you log in online, just a regular website, and run their card. And then you can email them a receipt directly from there, or you can update the invoice with what they paid and email them the receipt. That's what we use. We use a virtual terminal. We don't need a actual machine, because I started without warehouse space. I just started out of my house, and even now that we have a showroom and everything, we don't get enough people to come in. Maybe 2 people a week to pay with a credit card. So, the machines are pretty expensive, and that's where a lot of the cost is. So we just have the virtual terminal. We do it right in front of them. Take all their credit card info, run it, then it's all set. And then also, if you're on a job site and you don't have reception, if you've got one of those things on your phone that you swipe, you're not going to be able to swipe it because you have no reception. So this virtual terminal, you just write everything down, come back, run it through, or do it over the phone, or do it in person. It solves all your problems. But if you're a huge store and you got like 20 people coming in every day paying with credit cards, then probably having a credit card terminal makes sense. So it used to be hard to do credit cards back in the day, but now it's easy. You just type in that into Google, the credit card merchant services, or you get one of those things for your phone or iPad to swipe, and tent rental companies have it easy. It's just virtual terminal, and then all your credit card needs are taken care of. So don't let little things get you down on starting your business. Like, you don't know how to start accepting credit cards, but Google does, YouTube does. Plus there's people who that's their job, is to consult with you. Everything. If you have any question about starting a business, don't be scared and don't do it. Just Google it, YouTube. Maybe you might have to pay a consultant or whatever. But it's worth it. I didn't know anything. I was 22 and I just fumbled, and I made mistakes, but I've learned along the way. Like, I made a mistake this last year. I had to pay a $1,000 fine because I wasn't reporting something correctly about labor. I had some contractors working for me, and I was kind of paying them a little hourly. And then they were considered employees because I did that. So I got in trouble because I wasn't recording it. So even 14, 15 years in, I don't know everything. So credit cards are easy. Don't be afraid. There's many options now in today's world. There's an actual machine, there's the swipe things, and then there's virtual terminal, which as a tent company, I suggest just doing a virtual terminal. So you don't have to pay the machine fees, and you can run a card pretty much anywhere. You can run it on your phone if you just log in. You can run it back at the office. You can run it back at your house. You can run it anywhere. But that is my video for today. I started an Instagram 2 days ago. I never, I don't like social media or whatever, but I started one because you can do short little videos. So over there on Instagram, it's going to be more like, day-to-day life. Like, I scare my employees, or show us doing things, or show deliveries, or what's happening, or what sucks for the day, or what's funny, because you can only do 1 minute at a time. So that's over there going to be short form day-to-day life, and then over here is going to be more longer things. My Instagram name is the.tent_guy, but I think if you just type in the tent guy, you can find it. So give it a look over there. Like I said, it's more like fun stuff, and this is more like straight up knowledge. This isn't so much a personality channel, but the Instagram one is like a personality of my tent company. And once the guys come during the summer, you'll see all the hijinks and all the stuff that we do and stuff. So thanks for watching.